Alright, so I'm about to build me a workbench to load this ammo on. So I'm at this restore. And they be having this wood. It said $2 per piece of lumber and trim. So I'm gonna use some type of wood like this for the legs. And then they be having this heavy wood. I'm gonna show you. I guess they be doors that need to be cut, but they got like random pieces of wood. I got the 4 good ones I'll show you. But yeah, like these doors right here, they kind of light, but these is like $20, and I'm gonna use this for the table. But I found a heavy one because when you load in that ammo, you gotta crank down on it to get the ammo to lock in, whatever. But they be having all these doors, so I got a heavy one like this for $20. So those pieces that I'm gonna use for the legs is $8, so $28. I already got a whole bunch of screws, and definitely gonna have this workbench table. I'm trying to put 3 presses on here. Yeah, I'm gonna put 3 presses on here. 9mm, 223, and then the other one I think was a 45. So this is the one I got right here. So I'm gonna sand this wood, clean this up. So I just got it because it was $2. This is pretty thick. Then I got this one right here. That should be big enough to put my press and have more room. So did it say the size? Nah, but this boy heavier, more solid than that other one. I mean, there's only a little damage right here, but that ain't nothing. We're gonna put some wood glue on that. Only things it had on it is these pieces cut out for the door, but that's gonna be face the back anyway. So that big piece for 20, then these pieces of wood for 20. And I think I seen a stamp on here and said prime or something. You know, these at Home Depot cost a little more for these thicker pieces of wood. So I just got them both, all 4 of them. How I'm gonna do the table, I'm gonna make probably 6 legs. So like a leg here, leg there, leg in the middle to support the middle weight so it don't be flexing, and then of course on the outer end. So I'm about to grab this little setup. It's like 28. I see it got this little piece on there too, but that ain't, I think that'll come out. Yeah, that ain't nothing. This piece right here. So yeah, we're gonna grab this. I already got screws. We're gonna paint it, and I'm gonna just show you me building this. But this might be too long, but they all was this height, and if I have to cut it down a little bit to fit where I want it to go, then that's cool. But all right, so I'm about to start cutting these legs. These pieces is a little bit off, so we just gonna cut it straight. I'll probably cut it down to 80 so I can do 40 inches. So it's coming up as 81 on that piece. So what I'm gonna do is cut it to a 480 and then cut it in half. So it'll be 40. So it'll be 40 inches. I want to see how tall that is real quick. 40 inches tall. All right, so we cut it down to 80. Now we're gonna cut this board into 40. That's gonna be the legs. All right, so I got 2 of the legs done. Now I gotta do the same thing again with the other piece. All right, so got me some screws. I went with some 3-inch drywall screws. I was gonna get wood screws, but well, I could have got the wood screws too. I just thought about it. I didn't get the wood screws because this big gap right here, and I wanted threads all the way to the top, but it's cool. We'll see how sturdy it is. We already cut the legs, so I'm gonna probably go like here with the leg. Run 2 of these screws, but I'm gonna put some wood glue on there. We tried to smooth these out, get them as straight as we could. So the wood glue will help fill in the gaps, and then we're gonna drill this in through the top. I got the little washers, so the screw don't just go straight through the wood top part. So we're gonna do 6 legs on here, but I'm gonna get these 4 that I cut up first real quick on. All right, so I got these down here for support, so the legs, you know, to get it support so the legs don't move in and out. I'm about to put this middle support. I got a piece of wood on the bottom of this, and I'm gonna probably just put it right in the middle. Yeah, the middle of this thing. I don't know if I want to do 2, because I thought about doing a total of 6 legs, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna see how this middle one do, so the table don't, you know, bow in the middle. I mean, it's real solid, but when I'm cranking on it with the press, I don't want it to be, you know, flexing. So I don't know if I'm gonna do 2 or 1, but I'll probably just do 2. Yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna do 2. I got another piece of wood like this, and these were thicker than those white ones. That's why I want to save that for the center support. All right, so I added this piece down here. This is the middle support. So we got rid of most of the wobbling. Get this press and put it up real quick. All right, so I got to cut this notch out for the tube that catches the old primers. So I got to notch this piece out. So I'm gonna just sit it back in here real quick and see if that's enough space. So right here, you need that space. So that should be good right there. So we're gonna tighten it back up, and now we're gonna bolt it back down. All right, so I got my tray on there to catch the rounds, and I forgot where I got that from. So we got that in there, got everything lined up. So now all we gotta do is we're gonna put one right here. I gotta get the same type of wood to give it some height, because you don't want it, I don't want it all on this piece exactly. And on here, the screws ain't really sticking out. These bolts is sticking out, but that's cool. And I'm gonna put one right here. As I can store the brass up under here, or whatever, you know, whatever I'm doing. But I'm gonna fix it all up. But yeah, for $30, I don't think this ain't bad to get this whole setup for $30. And I can actually watch something on TV. And just, I don't know, I just needed more space, more air. But my last spot definitely wasn't big enough. Now I can just leave that the way it is for more ammo storage, because I was working around ammo and all type of stuff. But yeah, I do some update videos as I get the other presses, which should be in the next couple of days, and set them up. Probably gonna be the 45 first, but they like the same price. It just be the dies. Because like with the 9, you could go and switch with what's that, 38 special. But I ain't loading none of that stuff. Just the most common stuff right now. I see your motivation, I see your movement is in effect, and I fucking love that shit.